The rumor mill in New Orleans was hot yesterday. Drew Brees might not have taken his last NFL snap. After reports that his time as a studio analyst is coming to an end, Brees tweeted, quote, "Despite speculation from media about my future this fall, I'm currently undecided. I may work for NBC. I may play football again. I may focus on business and philanthropy. I may train for the pickleball tour, senior golf tour, coach my kids, or all of the above. The world is Drew's oyster, clearly." Drew said he'd let everybody know. Shannon, if Brees does play football again, how good do you think he'd be?
Not very good. Everybody remembers what they last saw of Drew Brees. They know he was on fumes. He knew he was on fumes. That's why he summons Tom Brady to play catch with his kids. That's not someone that says, I'm going to be back next year. That's somebody says, you know what? My time is up. And it's okay. It is okay. Skip, Drew is 43. He's never had the strong. He was always Greg Maddux, as opposed to Nolan Ryan or Roger Clemens, that Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson, that lost some of the velocity on their fastball. He's always been a change-up pitcher. Well, when you change up pitcher, Skipper, you throwing 80, and all of a sudden you throwing 65, yeah, people gonna take you deep. Yep. You watch the last game. They say we're playing 22-man because we know you're not gonna throw the ball over our head, and we want to force you to put the ball in the tight windows, and he couldn't do it. He was the reason why they lost that game. Tampa's defense was good enough to win that game. Excuse me. The Saints' defense was good enough to win that game.
Yep.
And I said, Skip, I believe in that situation, Jameis Winston would have given them a better chance to win because he could have pushed the ball down the field.
Yep.
Skip, his last year, Drew Brees only averaged 6.1 yards per target. That was the lowest in a season by a quarterback not named Alex Smith in the last decade. So he's only throwing the ball a little further than half a first down. He's 43, and he's going to come back and do what? Now, I know New Orleans are saying, Drew, we've kind of moved in a different direction.
They have.
No.
Because they gave Jameis an extension.
No Sean Payton.
Yep.
This is a different team. We want to move in a different direction. I don't know why Drew would even put this out there because we get Drew back. It's over for Drew at playing quarterback in the NFL. I don't know what's his future holds, but it's not playing football. It's not playing quarterback in the NFL.
Actually, his second tweet was the one that caught my eye because it would lead you more to believe that maybe he is starting to lean in that direction of trying to play again, because that was the one where he said, man, signing, and he used their Twitter handles, but signing Jarvis Landry and Ty Matthew makes me want to come back and play again. Great additions, leaders, and players. Well, what I believe about Drew Brees is he watched Brady retire and unretire.
Right.
And I think it tore him apart, just like it tears up LeBron to have to sit and watch this year's playoffs.
Right.
It's hard on a great player, and especially in the case of Drew Brees, to watch a guy who's actually a year and a half older than he is come back and suddenly a lot of people are picking the Bucs to win it all.
Right.
They're right at the top of the odds, right? And they should be. And I'm picking them to win it all. And I think he could have another, at least MVP caliber year. I thought he should have won it last year. This is all ripping at the heart of Drew Brees, because at his heart, man, he was a gamer. Now,
yes.
He was a battler and a competitor. His problem was he's about 6 feet tall. I give him maybe 6.5 inches tall. Brady's a full 6'4", so Brady can see a little better out of the pocket than Drew ever could.
But Skip,
Drew had to kind of get a little bit of a running start to throw it.
Right, and he did a great job of throwing. He made it in bold for the little quarterback.
He did.
You see Russell Wilson. You see Skip. You see the Baker Mayfields. You see these the Kyler Murrays. He made it. That was him. Before them, Skip, you needed to be 6'2", 6'3" to play the quarterback position.
That is true. He broke the glass ceiling for 6-foot quarterbacks.
Skip, it's okay. Skip, I couldn't get up. I see Tony Gonzalez play in 17. See Jason Witten play all these years. Okay, Skip, I had my time. I did what I did. Drew, you accomplished a lot. But let me ask you a question, Skip. Come back and do what? They make it seem like Drew Brees had them in the championship game every year. Like he went back and forth and just kept going back and forth to Super Bowls. That didn't happen.
Okay, so what did we see his final year? He started 12 games because he was beat all to hell. He had
Yes.
cracked ribs, remember, and busted shoulder.
Well, Taron Armstrong is somewhere else now. He's in Miami.
Very good point. So Drew goes 9-3 in the games that he started. He completed 71% of his passes because he had turned into a dink and dunk artist.
Alvin Kamara catching 100 balls every year.
No, 71% was only 2/10 short of Aaron Rodgers' league leading. They were just 2/10
Right.
better. So he was right at the top of completion percentage, which he should have been. His passing yards per game was 245, which was not sensational. He was 24 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. His QBR ranked 6th in the league at 68. So he had a top 10 QBR.
Yes.
You got to give him that.
Yes.
Okay, then after he had beaten, if not annihilated, Brady's team twice in the regular season, it comes down to the money gets pushed to the middle of the table in a playoff game at New Orleans. And could we see what Drew Brees did with 3 interceptions, please? What do they look like to you? He's running out. Okay, that was just a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's covered, and really covered. I think that was Murphy Bunting. Oof. That's a problem. Here's number 2. Devin White, thank you very much. Whew. And here's number 3. Just not enough arm, not enough gun, right? Not enough. And there that went.
Yes, make him fit the ball in the tight windows.
The play of the game, as you will recall, this was the play of the year for Tampa Bay because this saved the season, was he did complete the ball to Jared Cook, and Antoine Winfield, a rookie safety at this point, dislodges the football, if we could see this, and Devin White goes 18 yards the other way. So he completed that one. That's 3rd and 2. They're up 20-13 at that point. If they go score, I'm pretty sure New Orleans is going to win, right? So they had gotten the first down, and Antoine made the play of the year, and Devin scooped and ran with it the other way, and Brady took it right home, and we got a tie game.
Yep.
Then you know the rest of the story.
Right.
Okay, so Drew at that point was having to kind of muscle up just to even get any mustard at all on the football. He just recently, and I'm not sure exactly why, had shoulder surgery on his non-throwing shoulder to get it fixed. And I don't know if it was a football injury or just playing with this kid's kind of injury, but now he's healthier than probably he was, and especially with the year off to heal up because he was getting the snot beat out.
Right.
So if he came back, could he be a top 20 quarterback in the league? Well, yes, he could be because he's got it. He can just beat you with his head.
Yeah,
right.
But the top 20, Skip, I don't believe you're gonna get to where they want to get to with a top 20 quarterback.
Not with the Saints.
Right.
I would agree with you. I think the Saints would be horrified if Drew suddenly put in a call to Mickey Loomis and said, "Hey, I think I want to play again."
And if I make you Loomis, I say, we appreciate everything that you've done for this organization.
Boy, that is a hard response right there.
Yeah, but
to Drew Brees, the king of the city.
Yeah, but Skip,
I got you.
We moved on.
I got you because he never had the arm. You know, the one thing I appreciate the most about Tom Brady, you thought his arm was in decline coming out of New England, but he was beat up coming out of New England. I think he was beat up psychologically.
That might
and
have
all of a sudden he gets down in the sunshine, and there's nothing wrong with his arm. He's still got plenty of velocity.
Skip, a lot of that's why the older generation, that's why they retire in Florida. There's something about that sunshine. There's something about the Florida weather. There's something about California weather as opposed to being in Boston. That cold bothers you as you start to get older. Yeah. Don't let people tell you, no, it's in your mind. No, it's not. It's in my it's in my body.
Let me tell you, the L.A. weather will revitalize you. It does. You walk outside and smell the eucalyptus, and you're like, I'm free.
I walked outside Friday and Saturday. I was like, let me get my butt back in there. It's 90+ degrees. Let me get back in this house. It's air conditioning. I don't do the heat no more, Skip.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I do. I eat it up.
Good old vitamin D, guys. No substitute for it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right, Shannon, you took the Celtics in 6. How confident are you they can beat the Heat? That's coming up next on Undisputed.